I'm here to talk today about the power of financial innovation. Obviously, we've had a lot of great speakers, a lot of people in the audience talking about what you can do with financing and with lots of various forms of capital that we can put together. But what does that actually mean, and how does that actually move the market? So I think like a lot of what we're talking about here today is about kind of the tools, right? Financing, capital, things that folks like NYSERDA can provide. But really the battle for our clean energy future here in Westchester and beyond is really going to be with the hearts and minds of the customers. So I want to talk to you about my company, what we're doing to try to really use financial innovation to change those hearts and minds and get people to adopt clean energy. So a little bit about Sealed. We are an energy and financial technology company that's leading, at least we are trying to lead the home retrofit revolution with financial innovation. So we help homeowners afford comprehensive home energy projects to reduce their carbon footprint. And we do that with our Home Advance program, which takes the money people currently spend on their energy bills that they don't need to, and uses that to finance the new upgrades. We're working closely, as Alfred mentioned, with New York Green Bank. It's been a great partner. I can tell you when Alfred and I first met and I sat down and kind of told him what we were doing or what we wanted to do, frankly, at the time, Alfred immediately thought of the exact structure we can use, all the tools, bringing it together. So Green Bank's been a great partner for us, and anybody out there who's looking to do financial innovation, I'd highly recommend you seek them out afterwards. We're also working closely with a few different utility partners, including Edison here in Westchester. We'll talk a little more about that. They've also been a great partner. They're really attuned to how their customers are experiencing energy efficiency and the various challenges that the region's facing. So they've been really great to work with. As we all know, and we've talked about a lot, upfront cost is the biggest barrier here. But I want to go beyond that. For our projects, we're doing about $10,000 home retrofit projects. So it's not a huge amount of money, but it's more than most people have. Most people want to do these kind of projects. We focus right now on insulation, air sealing, HVAC, things like that. But most people don't have the capital to do it. So in the U.S. today, the average budget for home improvements, all home improvements, not just energy-related home improvements, is less than $3,000. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, less than 10% of people are actually expecting to pay for those home improvements with financing. So the number one thing that we've seen is the challenge you have to get over is how do you get people to actually embrace financing to basically be able to put up those upfront costs that we know are outside of most people's budget just from the money that they save for home improvements. And again, whether they like it or not, these types of improvements, getting new insulation, getting a new efficient heating and cooling system, is usually not at the top of people's lists. It's getting a new bathroom, granite countertops, etc. So there's this long wish list that people have. What we do is what Sealed does is we use the money that people are currently wasting on energy to get the improvements that they need, and we do that through our Home Advance program. So we, working with the Green Bank, put up the money to install these improvements, and then we're paid back if and only if homeowners actually save energy. So unlike a loan or unlike kind of a traditional financial instrument, it's a contingent payment. It's more like a PPA for solar. So we're only paid back if the customers actually save energy. So it's a different kind of product, and so we're at least what we think, put in a different category with the customer. So this is kind of what this looks like. Again, we've worked with Edison and a few other utility partners to reach customers. So the way it's framed to customers is very different than the traditional energy message, which is all about energy bill savings, reduce your energy usage, get an energy audit. We don't focus on that. We focus on the other benefits that the customer is going to receive, and it's framed around we're actually giving you money, right? We're prepaying for these improvements that you want, and you're guaranteed to only pay back with money that you would have otherwise spent. So again, we're currently focused on shell measures, smart thermostats, lighting for our comfort package. We're currently working on a heat pump package that we think is going to take this to the next level. So, been very interested to hear all about the great technology that's going on in the heat pump space, and we think that the market for that, especially here in Westchester, is huge because converting from oil to efficient electrical systems obviously saves a ton of energy, and the cold climate technology, as we all know, is getting really robust. But again, it's the same problem that we've been describing a lot, where there's higher upfront cost, especially for residential applications, but also significant energy bill savings. But, we'll get to this more in a second, there are also other huge benefits to the customer, including comfort, control, and air quality. And that's really what we focus on. So one thing that I learned early on in building Sealed was that it's kind of a counterintuitive thing, but who's watched the movie Fight Club back 20 years ago? Yeah. So famous line from Fight Club is, the first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. And what we've found, at least for residential applications, is the first rule of selling energy efficiency is don't talk about energy efficiency. People don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about BTUs. They don't want to hear about cold climate systems and no offense to anyone here, variable refrigerant flows. They want to know, how is this going to make my home better? How is my bedroom going to be warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer? How is my air quality being better? How is this going to affect my allergies? So we focus all of our messaging on those non-energy benefits and telling customers, you can live a better life, you can live in the comfort that you can deserve, and it's affordable. We can make it affordable because we're just using the money that you would have otherwise spent to pay back the upfront costs. And I think that that's a really important thing for us as an industry, to focus on what our end users really want at their heart of hearts, and really focusing our messaging on that and using energy savings and financing as a tool to get people what they want. So research that we've had based on our own data as well as survey data suggests that this is starting to break through. So I showed you before, less than 10% of homeowners are planning on financing through basically consumer loans, non-secured finance. We've found from data from third parties that it's over 50% for home advance. So more than half people would prefer to pay with their energy savings through our kind of model than would like to pay for any other source, including cash. So we think we've kind of broken through that really key barrier of getting adoption, which is getting customers bought into the idea of financing these types of improvements. We're also seeing tremendous increases from this kind of messaging approach and product approach compared to traditional marketing, and we've also been able to sell at a higher rate than traditional approaches to energy efficiency as well, to the extent to which we've actually been able to take out the in-home visit as the first step in the process. So we have an entirely virtual sales process. My team in our office in New York City basically works with a lot of customers over the phone. They're able to talk to a lot more customers than they would if they were driving around. It's also more environmentally friendly as well. We're able to educate them, give them the information that they need, give them the proposal that they need, and if and only if they decide they want to move forward with something, do we connect them with a local contractor to go to their home, do the inspection, and make sure that we're doing everything the right way. So we think we've been able to find a much more scalable way to reach this market because the purchase decision is a lot less risk to the customer than it would be if they were putting out their own capital or taking out a traditional loan. So one of the reasons I'm here today, and again, thank you for Daikin for giving me this slot, is that we're investing heavily in Westchester as part of Con Edison's Smart Solutions portfolio. So we're obviously leveraging both the Green Bank and our own capital to really scale up our efforts here in Westchester. We've been working in this market for the last couple of years. So hopefully if you've not heard of us, hopefully you will hear of us soon. And we're targeting customers to basically significantly lower any out-of-pocket costs for doing these kinds of efficiency measures and integrating that into our pay-for-performance program design. So if you are a municipality or a contractor or stakeholder, or someone that's looking to scale up your engagement with your local single-family homeowner base to get them to do more energy efficiency improvements, would love to talk to you. We're looking for partners and people that we connect with to really scale this up and try to make Westchester as clean and green as possible. So, thank you.